Yo, what is up, my tubers? We're back for some more drafting here on the streets of Arena Brothers War. You know what the deal is. Hey, thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave a comment after the video is done. We have ourselves a beautiful dragon here. Pick one, pack one. 6 mana, 4/5 flyer, fire breathing, and then it shoots anything for 4 when it ETBs. Anything, even a face if you want it to, a creature, a planeswalker. Any target is the word. If the dragon was not here, what would we take? We have an Urza's Power Stone Prodigy, decent. Obstinate Baloth, pretty good. Philology Dragon Engine's okay. Commando's fine, Subjugation's fine. Plenty of playable cards here. This is the best, obviously. Maybe they Baloth second pick. But we'll just take the Tyrant and be happy with it. Do we have a good follow-up to the Tyrant of Care Ridges? Well, the rare is the Underground River. The retro is the Elsewhere Flask. Let's see, Combat Thresher is pretty good. The fact that just this draws a card when it enters the battlefield makes it so much better. And then, of course, if you have the pump effects for it, well, with Double Strike, that's kind of nuts. Prison Sentence is okay. I've kind of come down on this card a little bit just because a lot of the artifact removal in this format also deals with enchantments, so the fact that you've left their creature on the battlefield sometimes means this is not so good. Fracture's good removal, Skullflare's good for the mill deck. Kind of dig taking the Combat Thresher here, second pick. Let's try that. Maybe we go a little red-white aggro or something. Yeah, okay, good pack again. Wow. Very good pack, actually. Even the correct land for red-white if we wanted to, but got ourselves a 3 mana 4/3 with Trample. Skyfisher Spider, fantastic. Green-black card, removal value. Swiftfoot Boots is decent. Explosion for another good red card. Confrontation, good green card. A couple of the worker cards here. I wonder if Explosion's actually better than Giant Cindermaw is. This is probably close. I don't know. At the end of the day, how good is a 4/3 for 3? Like, it's a little bit above average rate, but Explosion's always just going to be solid, right? You know what? Let's take the Burn Spell. Chance at a second pair of booties if we want to, but is there something better to take? I don't think these are anywhere near, like, a first pick card. Don't get me wrong. But I think it is a solid enough card in a lot of decks. I mean, Paratrooper's okay. This is a surprisingly good role player, especially if you have some mana sinks, like the... or rather, it is a mana sink, so if you have the Power Stones. Probably better in the Soldier deck, where it has more synergy. I've been really happy with Goring Warplow. Solid, versatile card, whether you play it as a 6 mana 5/4 or the 2 mana 1/1, always solid. But I don't think this pack is any good. Like, the red cards I don't really want here. The one white card is, like, okay. I'm just going to go with the safe pick, even though, like I said, I don't think the Boots is amazing or anything, but it keeps us the most open. Okay, that's a good sign. Gurgling Anointer is a very solid 3-drop. Kind of wish I had taken the Warplow in the previous pack now, but this one does some good work. You really want to get the ways to obviously draw an extra card, because the bigger this gets, well, the more powerful it becomes. So this does generally want to have a lower curve, and this is supposed to go, I believe, in like the blue-black draw 2 archetype, but it is the best card here, so let's take it. Gixian Skullflare for the black, Subjugation for the blue. One of my favorite cards in this format, I think, is the Boulder Branch Golem. This is a really, really good win con plus stabilization, whether you're playing green or not even playing green. Maybe you're just playing ramp. I've had some really good success with this card. I kind of want to take it here, actually. Skullflare is solid, though. But I think Branch Golem is a little bit better. Maybe this is an Emergency Weld. Reconstructed Thopter is like okay. Mine Worker's okay. I guess again, maybe taking a colorless card is better than taking a specific color. I don't know. Weld is good. Yeah, I'll take the Mine Worker. The thing about these cards is that they're not great standalone, but they are pretty good when you do have access to the full trio. Like Mine Worker by itself is just okay. Tower Worker by itself is okay. I think the Power Plant is probably the best standalone as a 5-mana 4/4 with a pumpable ability. Gix's Caress here versus a second Mine. Let's take the Caress this time. I like having access to one of these if I'm going to play black. Elsewhere Flask is not bad. Like, it cycles, right? Draws a card, and then allows you to do some silly stuff later on if you want us to be splashing or whatever. I think that's a fine pickup. Maybe I find like a Corrupt in pack 2. I don't think Demolisher is very good. If we do end up in red-black, that is the sacrifice theme, but I'm also pretty sure Goblin Blast Runner is not that good. Maybe Supply Drop is okay as a combat trick. I don't know. I'd rather take Scatter Ray. This seems like the best card here to me. Rust Goliath, the best card here, but that's in green. Gaia's Gift okay. Mine Worker if we really wanted to, but we already have one. If this was a different one of the workers, I'd probably end up taking it. Carrion Locust versus Filler Red. Another Scatter Ray. Wow, pretty late flow of knowledge, and that makes the Elsewhere Flask we took a lot more interesting. Okay. Also, the Grim Flare on the wheel is crazy. Huh. Strange first pack. So we don't actually have much reason to be red. In fact, red didn't seem very open at all. We opened the Tyrant. Excavation Explosion was an earlier pick over the 4/3 Trampler. See what pack 3 or pack 2 gives us. Kayla's Command. So this is one of the command cycles. This one's good. But we have 0 white cards beyond like Combat Thresher. So is that even a good pickup? Probably not. What are we looking at? For blue, we have a 2/1 Flash Flyer. That's fine. Statue could be okay. Self-Assembler is okay. I do have 1 Mine Worker, and we probably could end up getting a few more Assembly Workers if we really wanted to. Shoot Down for the green. Power Fracture for the black. I mean, my red is still the most powerful here, sadly, so probably have to keep that open. But I guess with these 2 green creatures, Shoot Down is irrelevant. No, I'll take the Shoot Down. Getting another Self-Assembler. Oh, Overwhelming Remorse. This card is just too good. At common, it's so insane. Yeah, Remorse here is easy. Otherwise, I would take maybe the Sprite. Okay. I think it's okay to be a little bit scatterbrained in this format. Because, again, of how many artifacts you usually end up with. So this is like a green card. This is a green card. Yeah, it looks like the Combat Thresher is not really going to be a thing unless I get a lot more Power Stone production. Yeah, I think now at this point I'm going to start taking these Goring Warplows just for some early game. Oh, actually no, Stern Lesson. This might be one of the best blue commons in the format. Draw 2, discard, make a Power Stone, just good value. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Okay. Another Power Stone Fracture here if we want to. I think that's probably good. Leaning towards blue-black now. The blue-black draw 2 strategy. Hopefully we can get some good synergy cards, like more Anointers or the Evangel. There's like the 4-mana 3/3 that gets bigger when you draw a second card. Talisman has actually been really good for me. Ramp and the life gain. I don't think Disfigure is a high pickup at all. Tower Worker here, whatever. Talisman's been great. Ooh, a Metamorph now too. Another good one I like. So 4-mana 3/3 clone a creature, or 9-mana 7/7 clone a creature of yours. Another Skull Flare, Curate. Okay. So Rust Goliath will definitely be a cut if we're not running the green. Rust Golem you can still play in non-green decks, it's just a little bit awkward. I mean, the Tyrant is still better than all of our other cards, but it just doesn't fit right now. Another Power Stone Fracture. Interesting. Power Stone Fracture is good with like Combat Couriers if we want to take those. Combat Courier also works for the Draw 2 archetype. I kind of like this. There was an Evolving Wild there. In fact, I've passed a few Evolving Wilds too for fixing, but I think where we're going is okay. Creature count's a little bit shallow right now. Or doesn't look very good in this deck. Mine Worker looks like filler. Skull Flare looks like filler. Okay, there's one of the other draw 2 cards I was talking about, the Latnam Adept. Seems fine. So it's a 4-mana 3/3 at the start, but then as soon as you draw your second card, it does become a 4/4. So it's, I mean, a reasonable enough 4-drop. Kind of a win con. Double red's going to be awkward to splash. If I get a second Elsewhere Flask, I will definitely try to play it, though. But we wouldn't want to run Excavation Explosion with just off of like double Flask if we do end up getting a Flask. Another one. Okay, and there's another Power Plant Worker if we want to, or Phalange Archaeologist. It's more for the self-mill theme. I think I like taking the Power Plant Worker. That gives us 2 of the 3, the Plant Worker now and the Mine Worker, so if we just randomly pick up a Tower Worker, that's alright as well. 9 creatures. Okay, another Latnam Adept seems fine. Sure. Yeah, we'll lock into the blue-black draw 2 archetype. Probably going to end up cutting the Skull Flare, like I said. Scatter Ray, I'm okay with playing. I like these a lot more than the Defabricate. So how many ways to draw extra cards do I have right now? We have the Flow, Lesson, that's 2, Flask 3, Courier 4. Oh, speaking of Defabricate. Yeah, I don't think we want that. Avenger's not bad. Supply Drop is a combat trick, plus also a way to draw an extra card, I guess. That's a maybe. This doesn't draw extra cards. Coding doesn't have too much synergy for us. Not good. Air Marshal is just filler. Another supply drop. Alright, pack 3, we need some help. And this is the weird Factor Fiction type card. Well, it's either that or like Emergency Well. There's also an Obliterating Bolt here. The more I look at it, maybe I'm supposed to be playing the red instead. Like, I just have Remorse in black. Maybe we could go with, like, some weird red-blue deck. The red-blue deck is supposed to be low to the ground, but this is the best card in the pack. Okay. Dragon Engine, perhaps, in red. I guess we could start taking these Forge Chanters. I've had some good success with these, too, oddly. What does this look like? Is that good? We really need some more, like, random curates if we're going to run it like this. And we might actually run these supply drops if I'm going to do this. Okay, let's take the Forge. Oh no, let's take the Philology and then try to wheel the Forge, because we can cast that on turn, or 3 mana instead. Another Stern Lesson versus Subjugation. Opportunist is good. Alright, Stern Lesson for the draw 2. Just digs us deeper to our bombs anyways. 2/1 flyer, 5 mana 4/4, or potentially 5 mana 6/6 trample. Raise to the ground for some artifact removal. I feel like I'd randomly just want this 2/1 flyer for some extra pressure. Mox Amber's in this? I did not know that. Another Courier looks okay. Over a 3rd Adept. We might even wheel one of those Adepts anyways, right? Creature counts at 11. Another Stern Lesson. Ah, man, I like these. In fact, with all these Stern Lessons now, we can probably get some of the other random artifact creatures back in. Golem, or maybe even the Thresher. Oh, this is a good mana sink too, if we want it. Also another way to draw multiple cards. That seems fine. Pyrrhic Blast. Additional cost rather. Sack a creature. Deals damage equal to sacrifice creature's power to any target. I might actually try running that. So if we have like a fat Adept or something, oh man, that goes a lot of damage. Is this a good deck? I don't know. Seems we ended up with something playable at least. Probably can end up cutting the mask now, and maybe with like one of the scatter rays. Guess maybe we play the dig site as 17th land. Another Adept on the wheel. We want that, I think, over Chain Dancer. I've had some really good blue-red decks in this format. Well, one blue-red deck I've drafted. That is to say, I've had a good blue-red deck in the format. The one red-blue deck I had, though, was a, like, 15 land. It had 4 of those statues, and it was a super low to the ground. So this is a lot more top end heavy. I mean, this is like 2 different archetypes in one. Or I guess this is like the blue draw 2 archetype with red burn is what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's the draw 2 archetype with red burn. As we pick up another Latinam Adept. Okay. So I think those are probably better than like the power plant worker and maybe the mine worker now. Just filler since I didn't get the tower anyways. So we cut that, cut that. So do I need to add the flask back in as an extra way to draw an extra card? Probably, since we have 4 of these now. And maybe just cut the golem once more. Creature count 11. We do have that, again, the 3 stern lessons for artifact utility, but I guess maybe the supply drops can be okay. Combat trick, that also turns into a card draw effect later on. Yeah, it could be Flask is worse than the supply drop. I'm down to try this. Sure. No, this is unlike any other deck I've drafted in the format, so that's a plus. We want to go heavier blue here for our flow of knowledge, plus we have more blue activated abilities. I think that makes sense. Hell, you know what? It might just be better to go 10-7 then and not run the dig site. Or even go 10-6-1. But we have a lot of card draw, so I think I'm okay going 10-6. Sorry, 10-7. Alright. We'll run this and hope it does some work. I have no idea if this is going to play out. I think this is the first time I've played any of those 4-mana 3/3s that get bigger when you draw your second card, so the fact that I have 4 of them now. Yeah, these things. This is a 3-mana trick. Can never mulligan this hand, but needs to find a few lands. So we want to draw islands to start for flow of knowledge. And then we want to draw the second red source as soon as we hit 6 mana, I guess. Okay, good. Islands off the top. You know what? I probably should be running the second scatter because I have so few early game plays. Yeah, it sucks being on the draw when I have such a slow hand. Yeah, opponent goes 2-drop, 3-drop on the play, and my first play is Pristine Talisman. Not great. But, I mean, we might get Tyrant in 2 turns, and that is a pretty nice stabilizer. Okay, that's good. Hopefully they don't have a creature again. Ah, well, there it is. So for example, if they just kill this, I take 8, I go to 7. Would kind of suck just to die to this random curve. And you know what? They have a really good attack here. Like they just attack with everything anyways and then sacrifice their Refractor to the Acrobat. If they don't have a removal spell. But that's fine with us. I'll trade the Adept for the Infiltrator if that's the play. Yep. Love it. Good attack. So trade here, go to 9, go back up to 10, Tyrant there, kill zone. Maybe stabilize from there. I think if they had a removal spell, they would have used it on the Adept this turn. I mean, it could be Remorse that they couldn't cast, but it's a good draw too. That's more of a problem, so I think we deal with that first. Yep, they did have it. Okay. Really would love to draw a castable creature in addition to Explosion, which we did. Beautiful. Just trying to hang on here. Cost 6 mana for them to bring back their Transmigrant from the graveyard. Currently, Knowledge is a draw 4, discard 2. That's really bad. Ay ay ay. The Talisman kind of keeps the Butcher in check, but not really. Yeah. They just had... I mean, they didn't even have a crazy curve. It was just like 2-drop, 3-drop, 3-drop, but... I just didn't really have interaction early game, so... That's also pretty bad for us. They can start pooping out 3/3s. Ay ay ay. Yeah, they were... Furthermore, they were on 5 lands, 11, 10 spells. That's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. So they're gonna ping me down to 4. I go back up to 5. They can ping me down to 3. Ugh. I have to play out my land so I can activate Supply Drop and Combat Courier. Oh, I should have done this main phase. Whoops. Right. I should have supply dropped on my turn to make that a 4/4 immediately. Not doing anything else with the mana anyways. I guess I can sack the courier and the supply drop this turn to still get the 1/1 counter. Okay, well now it's probably better to wait. Problem is, they get to ping me down to 4, bring back their 4/2. I mean, I need to draw something anyway, so I might as well go for it. Alright, that kind of works, I guess. They can also just make a 3/3 with Ashnod. Yeah, this is all kinds of bad. They should bring back their 4/2, right? Because that can actually attack into me. 3/3 doesn't. What do I have left in the deck? I have Obliterating Bolt that I could draw. Or they just have that. Okay. Well then it doesn't matter. Yeah. Hard to beat that many spells versus land. And they have a second butcher. Alright, good beats. We saw like 11 or 12 lands. They saw 5. Ah, that's magic, baby. That is indeed magic and tragic. So do I need to bring in some more early game plays? Yeah, I probably need that second scatter ray. I might take out the booties. It's just I don't have very many creatures, so it's nice to be able to protect the relevant ones, but or maybe just bringing in like random Rock Hunter could be okay. Trades off early. Or I guess, you know what? I will bring in the Mine Worker. It's a 2-drop that can gain us some life. We'll do that instead. On the draw. It's a keeper. We have some early plays, at least. Hey, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 curve. It's not very exciting, but it is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Red, green. Red, green, blue. Assume we're going to take 3 damage here. Maybe they make a Power Stone, though. Oh, they did make a Power Stone. Okay. Alright, 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. It's not exciting, but it's what I have. The Mono Blue Dream. Oh, well that's annoying. They get to kill my flyer now. Arbalist Engineers is really good. For sure. Alright, well. Our game plan is pretty straightforward. Adept into start trying to draw multiple cards. Gonna epic confrontation me. Yep. Okay. Hey, that's not bad. Best card we have. Can't complain about it. So it's a 3 mana 3/3 trample haste as the base, or 3 mana 2/2 make a power stone, or 3 mana 1/2 make a or deal 1 damage. I guess people still don't know all the cards, so I should hover over them if I can. Our opponent gives their thoughts on the matter. Stern Lesson, that's a nice one. Very obvious that I'm just planning on sacrificing this, but we'll see if they block or not. Sometimes people don't. But what the Stern Lesson is going to let me do is draw a card here with the Courier, level up the Adept, and then I can do it again on the opponent's turn with Stern Lesson. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to offer the trade here. Because that thing can gain Death Touch anyways, so... I think I'm going to keep the land instead of the supply drop. Because that way we can Phalagi Dragon as the hard cast next turn. Oh wow, that is pretty aggressive, but I like that. So I can just go Island, pass, and hold up the Savant to activation. Draw 2 cards, that seems pretty good. A lot of these games in this format have felt super grindy. I mean, obviously some games can go pretty quickly, but I think overall it's felt like kind of a slog. That is a juicy target for Tyrant if we can find ourselves another red source. Beautiful. Actually, Sprite is more relevant here than the Battery Bearer. Oh, I messed up. I was supposed to play my Pristine Talisman first. Whoopsies. That's a little bit awkward. So Pyrrhic Blast with these fire-breathing... I was about to say Pokemon. These fire-breathing creatures will end the game in like a turn or two. It's fine. Not playing out the Talisman last turn is really, really awkward. I'm missing a lot of damage as an end result. Missing 1 damage here. Have already missed 2 life, but they're obviously just dead on board next turn. Especially to the Pyrrhic Blast, right? Any target, yeah. Oh! Ramos Dragon Engine was their draw. Whenever you cast a spell, put a 1/1 counter on it. For each of that spell's colors, remove 5 counters. Add double Wooburg. Okay. So it's a 6-mana 4/4 flying artifact that just gets very big. Alright, yeah, they conceded. Because if they didn't have anything, they had to chump one of my fatties in the air there anyways. And so they're not winning that game. Okay, that game went a little bit better. 1-1 now. If we can just rattle off 5, what is it, 5 in a row, we'll hit Mythic here. Let's move on to our 3rd game. We have incorrectly lost the die roll. This hand looks fine. Double cutie combat. We're not really going to want to sack these off until we get our draw 2 matter cards available. Oh, we need to find a red source real bad. Okay. I'm probably going to go ahead and sacrifice Combat Courier end of turn here because I need to find red to just kill the Iconoclast. Cast a non-creature spell this turn. Oh my gosh, this is really bad for us. Mountain? Okay, that's good. Well, we get to kill the Iconoclast here, but now Hurkle threatens to potentially run over. Man, I am very good at drawing that, aren't I? So I guess I'm gonna go Pristine Talisman here into Stern Lesson. And that way if I find a mountain in the top 3, we get to play our Tyrant out. So they did play a non-creature this turn. They played 2 now. So they can choose... They can either get an artifact or instants. Sheesh. Wow, Hurkle is nuts. And it's 4 toughness for 3 mana as well. Makes it kind of hard to deal with early. So let's see the trigger. Let's see what they hit. 4 lands and a Mightstone's animation, so they bricked, but they went through 4 lands. So Mountain here would be so good for us. Perfect. Let's just discard a Combat Courier for extra value. Oh, we drew Obliterating Bolt too, but let's just get the dragon online. Oh, they have the bounce spell? Oh, that's fine. Okay. We still have Bolt for that, and now they're dealing with a fat flyer, so... all is not lost. Black. Okay. I think I do race here. They can only attack with the Cindermaw. The Cindermaw turning off my Talisman is really annoying, though, I will say that. Okay, another looter. Discards their Forge Chanter. Are you kidding? And then they rip the perfect card. My god. Alright. Ah. Yeah, we gotta sit back. Especially since I can't gain life with Talisman. Oh, that's frustrating. That's really annoying too. Holy smokes, dude. Okay. The loss of life is so brutal. Oh shoot, I thought I had one more mana. I can't supply drop plus scatter ray. Guess that's not a huge deal, since they're tapping 7 to draw 2. We are close to killing them here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I do think I block. If I had pumped correctly one more time last turn, I would have been able to supply drop and kill them, but the good news is I start gaining life again since their Cindermaw's gone. So there is some silver lining. Yeah, I mean, I just attack with both. Well, actually, I guess drawing 4 is enough. I think I might want to hold open the red for Tyrant. Okay. Well, that's a thing that just happened. Sure. Okay. Oh boy. So I can hold up Scatter Ray here. I can draw with the supply drop. We might just fire off the Scatter Ray to make them pay 4, even if they can pay it, you know? First and foremost, the Tyrant is lethal. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is a lot of land seen. But things are looking okay here. Alright, that's a good desperation sign for us. Oh, they were 1 damage short with the Blitz Automaton. Well, I'd be able to counter it, but... Pass. Alright, phew! I mean, that excavation, whatever, burn spell off the top that one turn was so brutal, but... Ugh. Managed to get there. 2 and 1, 2 and 1. Don't scare me. Don't make me super salty. All I want to do is win a few more games, get into Mythic, and then we can call it good. Good enough hand. Soul Guide Lantern, turn 1. Yeah, very good hand. Nothing busted going on, but just early game plays, early game interaction removal. Alright, immediately sacrifice the Soul Guide Lantern. Whereas I will go 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Feels good. Thopter. Yeah, I'm happy to trade with Mineworker if they want to. Ah, black-white, so it's more of... They're going to be playing like the self-mill creatures that cost 3 or less plan, I think. Yeah. Disfigure, planes, and a go for the throat. Do they want the planes back? They do. Discard the 3rd mountain. Yeah. Happy to attack and trade if they want. And looks pretty solid. They might have like that hero that brings back a 3-drop. I guess they would have played that pre-combat to get in for an extra point of damage. That's fine. That is also fine. I think I'm gonna go ahead and sack this draw card and put a counter on my Adept. Yeah, that's good. Next turn we have enough mana to play out the other Adept, unearth the Courier, stack it, and level up both of our cards. It's fine. Oh, that's not good. What do they have? Unless they're just chumping. Oh, that's not good enough. My creature's about to be a 5/5. Oh, right. But it also pumps their creature. Okay, good stuff. Well played there. I probably should raise to the ground there. Okay. Here's the reverse Foff. So look at the... and the other into your graveyard. Alright, so... Well, I don't want to give them go for the throat. So I guess I give them the pile too. And hope they didn't find a different removal spell. So we have an instant 4 damage here. So we're hoping they attack with both. Or maybe attack with the Paratrooper and just leave back the Thopter. It would still let me raise plus Pyrrhic. Okay, I'm gonna upkeep Pyrrhic them then. Desperation. Nice. Let's go. Two more wins in a row. Can we get there? We're starting to get some wins now. Feels good. We lost the first round. 3 in a row from there. Would not minding getting 2 more wins, and then I wouldn't care if we lost from there. If we get 2 more wins in a row, and then lose the next 2 after that, get to Mythic, call it good. Move on with our life. Game 5, we move on to, we are on the draw again. I am very bad at that. This sounds okay. I mean, well, it's not, but it's keepable. 3 mountains with Flow of Knowledge, very awkward. But we do have vast tracts of islands in the deck. Stern Lesson, fantastic. Alright, Scatter Ray into Stern Lesson was very good. Not countering that thing. Oh, and they missed a land drop. Really? 4th Mountain is what we draw there? Alright, well, let's just keep dumping out while they are a little bit behind on the mana sources. Now, Urza will help them out quite a bit. Not only will it dig them for lands, but oh, they can make Power Stones with it. So we'll hold up Scatter Ray here, we'll go for Stern Lesson, which will still grow up our Adept in the opponent's turn. And I mean, we're gonna be pretty content to just sit back and do nothing. Because Stern Lesson giving us the Power Stone allows the Savant to just draw 2 cards. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep advancing our card advantage here. Sure. They have Remorse, exile my Adept, so be it. Uh, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I think I actually like doing this a lot. Given what we have, I think this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, they did have a Remorse. Love it. Love it, love it. Actually, huh, it's surprising that they let me potentially fire off the or copy the other creature if I had wanted to. I'm gonna lead on Stern Lesson here. They might have another Remorse in their hand. Dude, are these Latinam Adepts secretly great? Maybe when your opponent's been missing land drops. What are they debating here? Hello? Unless we're disconnected. Well, I'll have faith that it's on them and not on me. Oh, maybe they went through a tunnel. Maybe their internet crashed. Maybe they were on the pooper and they were all done. Yeah, that's on them. Okay. Oh yeah, that's just GG. They're just disconnected. Well, kind of a sad end to that one there. Turns out this Tyrant of Care Ridges, though, it is the real deal. I'm glad it was our first pick in the draft, right? I'm glad I decided to stick with red in the end. Because if you remember during the draft, I was waffling heavily. And then I was like, okay, just F it. Strongest card we have anyways. We have a couple burn spells, so. Good enough for me. Opponents had enough. GG's. This is where you fast forward through the video. Okay, wait, are we one win away now? Yes, okay, I just need to win one more. Come on. Be on the play. Curve out, don't punt. Let's see if we can follow the 3 rules of engagement of best of 1 Magic. Be on the play. Curve out, don't punt. Also, connect to your game and don't lag out. Arena, please. Alright, well, it took a couple minutes, but it actually did pair. I assume this is just going to be a draw, though. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. Weird. Well, we are on the play. I would not call this curving out necessarily, but we are on the play. I guess we can play the Philagi on 3. It's not awful. Hey! Okay, on the play. Curve out. Don't punt. Oh, they have Disfigure? Boo. Boo. Whatever. Ah. Okay, now we go with Pristine Talisman instead. And that guarantees we're able to cast our 4 drops out next turn. They milled an Onulet and a Recruitment Officer. They grabbed the Recruitment. They milled a Remorse as well. Was this 4 mana to unearth that thing? Sure. We just want to get our second Adept online, and then we can start drawing extra cards and doing extra things. Yep, I'm fine taking 4. I want to main phase this in case we draw some stuff to cast some extra stuff. Pretty weak hits. I assume they have some kind of trick here. Oh, maybe not. Actually, I don't feel like killing any of those. I think we're just gonna pass. Wait for them to play a better creature to kill. I wonder if they just, like, pump with Paratrooper. I hope they attack with everything and then pump with Paratrooper. That'd be great. But they did not pump. Scrapwork Rager, draw a card, sure. Almost kill them here. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna try raising their cohort and expect a hexproof trick. Yep. I'm gonna play out my dragon. So cohort looks like a fine bolt target. Paratrooper will become annoying, so that could also be something I want to do. They still have 3 cards in their hand and 2 unearthed creatures available. A-okay just taking 3. Pass. Alright, let's go for the bolt on the Paratrooper and see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna go to combat. I could technically go for lethal here, but it's really risky. If I Pyrrhic Blast my blocked Adept at their face, they take 4, 8, 9... Oh no, that's one short, never mind. Okay, they did have the Exile. Let's go ahead and sack and kill their recruitment officer then. Ooh, now I wish I had gone face after drawing that, but we're still in a good spot. You can hit me for like 7 this turn. Uh-oh. Red is kind of scary. If they do unearth the Amulet, they would also gain a little bit of life back. Okay, here we go. Okay, just Amulet attack is safe then. Good. 2 cards in hand. Goes back up to 12. Yeah, that's fine. It's a pretty solid draw. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, that's 3 damage. Lethal in the air next turn. Oh, can't counter that with Scatter Ray, sadly. Alright, so they have to chump. I go back up to 6. Cannot quite activate the Savant this turn, but we're looking pretty good. Okay, that's just Unearth to draw a card. Oh, do they have Power Stone kill? Yeah, Fracture, nice. Jeez! Oh no! Dragon? Off the top? Alright, top deck wars, and now my Scatter Ray is probably never gonna do anything. I think I do flash this out and draw a card. That's pretty good, actually. Dude, this Pristine Talisman clearly was just keeping us back in the game. Got a lot of burn. Hey, let's get it! Dragon. Woo! And that, my friends, is Mythic. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Feels freaking great. Like I said, now I don't care if I lose. What do we enter at? I guess it's pretty late in the season, right? 17th, 2.5 weeks in. Or Arena can just crash again. 2.5 weeks in. 2.5 weeks in, we're probably top 50, top 100 when we enter. The suspense. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, suspense over. We entered as 126, I think it says. We will be on the play here. Pretty good looking hand. Needs to find some of our stern dismissals or whatever, but some good early interaction and whatnot. Dwarven Forge Chanter. Okay, I think I'm okay just running out the 1/3 flyer. It's gonna take a lot of time before we get to 8. You got me, no blocks. That's a die trigger, right? Yeah, so this will be good. Get to go Talisman, Exile, Smack, Blitz Automaton. That's something we can just raise to the ground. Good old Horny Stone Seeker. This card's fantastic. Love it. 2 mana, 2/2 Menace. ETB, make a Power Stone. That's so strong. And then the leaves the battlefield. You have to sack that Power Stone, but I mean, come on. Because we have the Talisman, I think racing here is just, like, good. I mean, this Dragon Engine with all of our mana is doing some work on them, and yeah, they have a prowess creature, but they're only hitting me for 1 when they don't do anything else. Ah, they were a red-black sacrifice the whole time, perhaps. That's another really good draw. I mean, I could just put them on a 2-turn clock. That seems like it's actually the best play. I think they just have like a +2/+0 trample trick in their hand. Just go for it next turn. if they don't just concede outright. Called it, baby. Yeah. Back into the top 100. Ugh, I don't know if this is a format I'm gonna grind to the top, well, #1 spot, but hey, I think we lost round 1 here, and now we've rattled off 6 in a freaking row, so this is working out a lot better than anticipated. Round 1, we just got smacked by that aggro, and we had no curve. I think we've drawn well and played well since then, so yeah, let's get that trophy. On to game number 8. Or not? Arena is having some crazy issues. I don't know what's going on, but I guess I'll pause again and bring it back when it's up and ready. Alright, the game has proceeded. On the draw here, all spells. All non-creature spells, that is. And once again, more mountains than islands. I don't know how that keeps happening. It's called variance, but I'll just pretend I don't know how it keeps happening. Zephyr Sentinel. Blue-white soldiers. Not blue-white soldiers. Let's blow up that elk before they can ramp out, especially since we drew the dragon. Dragon can block the sentinel. Okay. I guess I'd rather actually cast out the Adept now that I've drawn a land, because next turn we can probably go Stern Lesson into Philagi. It's much more mana efficient. Exile my creature, you got it. Oh, that'll work too. We'll go Pristine Talisman into Dragon Engine. I will not go Pristine Talisman into Dragon Engine. I will pass, block, and sack. I'm gonna lead on Stern Lesson here. Presume to hit a land. And then go land into Engine. Even though we're 1 mana off of just casting that, I think that's fine. Okay, didn't matter anyways. Hope I don't just die to these 2 random creatures, but that is what it's feeling like here, isn't it? Okay, that's good. So they're 2 lands away from the Savant doing anything. So I think I'd rather kill the flyer here. I guess I should have drawn before deciding if I wanted to do that, but oh well. Mine Worker can also stabilize us a teeny bit by giving us 1 extra life to offset the 2. Okay. I might have to Pyrrhic Blast, sacking my Adept to kill their Savant. Okay, I'm at 2 life. They have no more cards in their hands, so now is the time that we fire this off. So we need to fade them drawing a burn spell. Then we go Sentinel, bounce our Mine Worker, recast our Mine Worker. This is known as hold. Crap, not again. Jeez Louise, really? Alright, draw 4, discard 2. Good. Okay. I guess they're just gonna immediately draw 2 here. We go Tyrant into Clone Tyrant one time. Nice. Alright, and they just scoop to it. Yeah, baby, let's go. Whew. Stable eyes. My eyes are very stable. We lost the first round, and then we managed to rattle 7 off in a row with a very weird red-blue deck. Again, this is more of the draw 2 deck with red removal splash. Every single one of our red cards was just removal. So, interesting. Okay, that was good. Enjoyed that. We hit Mythic. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. Lurp Pack Spreadable Butter 1903. If you know what that is, leave a comment about that because, well, you can probably Google it. Anyways, as always, if you want to check out some Brothers War cards or you're looking for Magic cards for like Commander or whatever, check out cardkingdom.com/Numot, our affiliate link down below in the info section. Shout outs to Card Kingdom for sponsoring me as always. And yeah, we'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.